This is tutorial video number 12, and it presents how to copy and hyperlink ProjectWise files into a Microsoft project schedule. ProjectWise is a great tool for sharing important documents, but to share ProjectWise documents, you need to know how to copy a file's address. In this example, I am working on a Permit Needs Determination Form, or PNDF. I have already saved the PNDF to ProjectWise, but I want to share the file with the Office of Environmental Planning so that they complete their portion of the form. To copy the file's address, I left-click on the PNDF file, left-click the address bar, right-click, and then select Copy URN. The URN is similar to a URL, but it's special because it applies a unique identifier to the file's address. This unique identifier is useful because if a file ever moves to a different location, the URN address will still work. Whereas if you copy a file's URL and that file moves to a new folder, the URL hyperlink will no longer work. For this reason, I thoroughly recommend always copying a file's URN address. Now that we copied the URN, I can paste it into a Word file. Or I can paste it into an Outlook email. You can share the link using pretty much any software. Clicking the link will prompt you to sign into ProjectWise, or if you're already signed in, it will bring you directly to the file location. You can also copy a ProjectWise file address by resetting the selection by clicking off and then back on to the appropriate file. Then left-click in the address bar, right-click and select Copy or Copy URL or Copy URN. Any address should suffice because project folders typically do not change name or location. Once the address is copied, you can paste it in the same manner as you would a document. Another good file sharing option is to right-click a file, hover over Send To, and then click Mail Recipient. This will open Microsoft Outlook with an email that has the file as an attachment. Although sharing the attachment is what you're probably used to, I highly recommend sharing documents using URN links. Having one accessible living document removes the need for emailing back and forth different versions of the same document. For this reason, I recommend only emailing a file as an attachment when a person does not have access to ProjectWise. In all other cases, just email the URN link. After you copy a URN, you can then hyperlink it into your Microsoft project schedule. This ability is especially helpful for tracking project deliverables using a Microsoft project schedule. For example, in my schedule, I can right-click the PNDF schedule task and then left-click Hyperlink. I right-click in the address toolbar and select Paste, and then OK. Now when I hold down the Control key and click the hyperlink icon, I am sent directly to ProjectWise where I can access the file. This concludes tutorial video 12. Hopefully you now have a good idea how to copy ProjectWise URN links and hyperlink them to your Microsoft project schedules. Thanks for watching.